hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Powell. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
To throw, it's Sims. Quick strike complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Farmer. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Kruger. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Release to the back. On target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Sims. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down in bounds, that would have been a pick. Obviously, a clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot in bounds to secure the interception.
Looking to throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Kruger. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Kruger. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. In the gun, looking to throw on third down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Sims. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Back to pass, it's Sims. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said...
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Farmer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Here we go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering.
Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a man, it's Sims. Steps away. Caught over the middle, it's Farmer. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Quarterback adapting. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia looking to convert this fourth down.
Press! Press! Press!
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. That gives him a 16-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Powell. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Powell. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Grab near the marker. It's Powell. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in, it's Farmer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Now improvising. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barber. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Sims. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This almost certainly to win the game. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.